Tool. I need a tool to fix this. Equipment. The laboratory has specialized equipment. Hammer. I used a hammer to drive the nail. Screwdriver. I need a screwdriver to tighten this screw. Wrench. I used a wrench to loosen the bolt. Pliers. I used pliers to grip the wire. Saw. I used a saw to cut the wood. Drill. I used a drill to make a hole in the wall. Level. I used a level to make sure the shelf was straight. Tape measure. I used a tape measure to measure the length of the room. Knife. I used a knife to cut the bread. Scissors. I used scissors to cut the paper. Ladder. I used a ladder to reach the top shelf. Rope. I used a rope to tie the package. Wire. The electrician connected the wires. Tape. I used tape to fix the broken vase. Glue. I used glue to stick the paper together. Nail. I hammered a nail into the wall. Screw. I used a screwdriver to tighten the screw. Bolt. The bolt holds the two pieces of metal together. Nut. I tighten the nut with a wrench. Washer. The washer prevents the bolt from loosening. Hinge. The door hinges need oiling. Handle. The door handle is broken. Lock. I need to lock the door. Key. I need a key to open the lock. Chain. The dog is tied with a chain. Rope. I used a rope to climb the tree. Bucket. I filled the bucket with water. Broom. I used a broom to sweep the floor. Mop. I used a mop to clean the floor. Vacuum cleaner. I used a vacuum cleaner to clean the carpet. Sponge. I used a sponge to wash the dishes. Cloth. I used a cloth to wipe the table. Brush. I used a brush to clean my shoes. Shovel. I used a shovel to dig a hole. Rake. I used a rake to gather the leaves. Wheelbarrow. I used a wheelbarrow to move the dirt. Axe. I used an axe to chop wood. Saw. I used a saw to cut the wood. Chainsaw. I used a chainsaw to cut down the tree. Lawnmower. I used a lawnmower to cut the grass. Hedge trimmer. I used a hedge trimmer to trim the bushes. Sprinkler. I use a sprinkler to water the lawn. Hose. I used a hose to water the plants. Faucet, tap. Turn on the faucet to get water. Nozzle. Adjust the nozzle to change the water spray. Flashlight, torch. I used a flashlight to see in the dark. Batteries. I need to buy batteries for the flashlight. Candle. I lit a candle for light. Matches. I used matches to light the candle. Lighter. I used a lighter to light the fire. Extension cord. I need an extension cord to reach the outlet. Plug. Plug in the device to charge it. Socket. The socket is on the wall. Switch. Turn on the light switch. Remote control. I use the remote control to change the channel. Battery. The remote control needs new batteries. Charger. I need to charge my phone. Adapter. I need an adapter for my phone charger. Headphones. I use headphones to listen to music. Earphones. I prefer earphones to headphones. Speaker. I have a BLUETOOTH speaker. Microphone. The singer used a microphone. Camera. I took a picture with my camera. Lens. The camera lens is dirty. Tripod. I used a tripod to take a steady photo. Flash. I used the flash to take a picture in the dark. Memory card. I need a memory card for my camera. Projector. We used a projector to show the presentation. Screen. The movie was projected onto a large screen. Remote control. I use the remote control to change the channel. Drone. I flew my drone in the park. Virtual reality headset. I used a virtual reality headset to play a game. Smartwatch. I use a smartwatch to track my fitness. Fitness tracker. My fitness tracker monitors my steps and heart rate. E-reader. I read books on my e-reader. GPS Global Positioning System. I use GPS to navigate. Drone. Drones can be used for aerial photography. 3D printer. A 3D printer can create three-dimensional objects. Virtual assistant. I use a virtual assistant to set reminders. Smart home. I have a smart home system that controls the lights and temperature. Internet of Things IoT. The Internet of Things connects everyday devices to the Internet. Augmented reality AR. Augmented reality overlays digital information on the real world. Virtual reality VR. Virtual reality immerses you in a simulated environment. Artificial intelligence AI. Artificial intelligence is used in many applications. Machine learning. Machine learning allows computers to learn from data. Robot. Robots can perform tasks automatically. Automation. Automation is changing the workforce. Drone. Drones can be used for surveillance. Self-driving car. Self-driving cars are becoming more common. Biometrics. Biometrics uses unique biological traits for identification. Facial recognition. Facial recognition technology is used for security. Fingerprint scanner. I use a fingerprint scanner to unlock my phone. Voice recognition. Voice recognition technology is used in virtual assistants. Wearable technology. Smartwatches are an example of wearable technology. Internet of Things IoT. The Internet of Things connects everyday devices to the Internet. Smart home. Smart home devices can automate tasks. Automation. Automation is changing the way we live and work. Future. Technology will continue to evolve in the future.